Hello everybody, welcome back to What If Civilization Started Over. Today is episode 12 of the series. So what the first thing we're going to be seeing here is the French country over here. Brittany country, it was Brittany country, France country thing. Well, Brittany's this now, but France country thing expanding. And well, a lot of people don't like this expansion thing. But the French do send some people who come down here, actually, to start discovering this land, as people have been here before. But nobody's really thoroughly looked into it really much. But now there is somebody that's going to be doing that. And they're going to get to about this area over here. Oh, fuck you, bitch. Oh, my IBS paint sucks right now. I hate you. Anyways, this is what is happening. Argentina country exists now, so yeah. Well, what this Argentina country is going to be is actually going to be an enemy of France, despite it being made up of French people. They do not like France. They hate France, actually. France is like, why do you hate us? And they're just like, why not? So they do that, and there's now an Argentina country, so that's great. Anyways, more people will start to come over to this land over here and start to discover it and realize this actually is some pretty good land area over here. And they get all the way along up the coast until they keep going up. And they eventually stop, right here. That only being because the French stopped them from going next to their border. Sorry about the voice crack thing, if that was even what it was. Then sorry about that, guys. But the French stopped them from going to their border, and the French basically just claimed this over here. So they're like, dude, not cool. And so they start to push into the Sahara Desert, south of Sahara Desert areas. And they do actually get pretty far north. Pretty far north. Yeah, pretty far north. And they decide to go into two different directions. One going south towards, Cameroon and Gabon. And one going north towards the actual Sahara Desert. Both are successful and gain massive amounts of land. But that's going to be all for what they do in Africa right now, because we're moving back up here to Siberia, where they will continue their rapid expansion towards this direction. They eventually get up here, get this off, and take all of that out. What they do next is they go for this, and they eventually stop. Over here in Greenland, they're actually going to be doing something different, because they're actually going to be expanding for once, because Greenland has never expanded into the icy territory, because they don't feel like it's needed to. But they now are expanding, and they're becoming a larger country. And they're using the ice as resources, too. They continue to go up. And eventually they stop at about right there. Which doesn't make the Icelandic people very happy, but they don't do anything about it. Instead, we see Australia start to push more in, and they try to make a spearhead towards the north, which is successful into cutting Australia into two, and this side will eventually be taken, and then this side will. Now, the people in New Zealand eventually take all of the South Island, and then they make a landing into the North Island, which basically just like, whoa, crap. So they cut this direction and cut that off, and then they eventually get into here too. And yeah, that's all. They take this, and people eventually start discovering Papua New Guinea and other oceanic countries such as this, which actually no, they don't discover that. But this green Australian country will be expanding now. And they will push deeper into Australia. This green, like, Queensland, Australia country, and that brown Western Australia, Perth thing over there. But yeah, that'll be all for this one. Goodbye.